In this video, we will be discussing how to print off labels using clever labelling. So in the previous video, we discussed the various setup pages, and now we're going to discuss how to print those labels off, both automatically and manually. First, let's look at automatically. So here we are in the Clever Label Trigger Management page. And as you can see, I have a label set up for the posted warehouse receipt page. You can also see that this is activated. So now I'm going to post a warehouse receipt, and upon the posting of this document, we will see that the label is automatically printed off. So now I'm on an open warehouse receipt, and I'm just going to select post receipt and yes. And because there is an active trigger available on the posted warehouse receipt process, I am now getting a prompt to ask me whether or not I wish to print out a copy of the item ledger entry labels. I'm just going to select yes, and then I will show you the printout that would happen. And so after selecting the prompt to print out the posted warehouse receipt label, this is what would have been printed. We can see the item number, the quantity, the item description. Coming down, I can also see two barcodes, one of which contains the item number and another contains the quantity. Please note that if you are working with a lot or serial tracked item, you will also see the item tracking information within this report. Now that we've looked at how to generate reports automatically, now let's look at a few of the places from where you can generate these labels manually. Firstly, labels can be generated from the warehouse entry screen simply by selecting print labels. This can be particularly helpful if you have already posted your warehousing activity and perhaps need to regenerate the label. As long as there was a label originally generated for this document, you will be able to regenerate the label from the warehouse entries page. Next, labels can also be pre-printed from purchase orders simply by selecting the line option within the Lines Fast tab and then the pre-print labels option. I will show you this label as this is for an item that includes lot tracking. So this is an example of a label printed for a lot tracked item. Here we can see the item number, the quantity, description, the assigned lot number, and you will also see that down here at the bottom that the barcode contains both the item description and the lot number that has been assigned. Labels can also be printed from the item ledger entries page by selecting entry and print labels. This can be helpful if you have already posted the documents and perhaps already printed the labels but now need to do a reprint, and perhaps you are using locations without warehousing and therefore haven't generated the warehouse entries that we saw earlier. And another way of printing out these labels manually is from a released production order. To view the option, simply select Line and pre-print labels, and that will allow you to print out a label for this particular production order. Now we have seen the various ways in which we can generate labels, both manually from the various documents as we've discussed, as well as automatically once our label triggers have been set up, which we've discussed in more detail in our previous video.